Welcome to the Bulletin module on General Information. The Bulletin is the authoritative source for academic information at the university. It's also a fantastic resource for information regarding policies, procedures, and other information related to academics. The Bulletin either contains this information or will direct you to the right spot to see the most up-to-date information on these various topics. Let's look at some of the ways the Bulletin will handle this. If you click on General Information in the top menu, you'll see many possible selections. We're going to concentrate on academic information in this section, so let's click there first. Initially, there are several possible selections that appear under the header of academic information. Each of these toggles are embedded with abundant information related to the topic at hand. For example, if you expand degree and program types, you'll see information related to baccalaureate degrees, major, option, minor, concurrent majors, sequential majors, associate degrees, and certificates. At the end of each of these sections is a link to University Faculty Senate policy, if it's available, that refers and defines this particular topic. This drives the basic premise behind this section. If a policy or procedure officially defines one of these topics, there will be a brief summary with a link to the official document that establishes the information in question. The aim of the Bulletin is always to have the most correct and official explanation available without rewriting every single word of that information. If we reduce the toggle for degree and program types, you can see there are many other selections already available. However, off to the right you will see a new menu, including undergraduate degrees and requirements, administrative enrollment controls, registration and academic records, advising and planning a degree program, and student rights and responsibilities. In each of these sections is another grouping of important information for both advisors and students. The Bulletin defaults to undergraduate degrees and requirements, so let's select registration and academic records now. Notice that the toggles have changed and include topics related to a student's registration at Penn State, including items such as classification of students by semester, the grading system, and re-enrollment. Some of the toggles even have another sub-menu. Let's select grading system, where we'll see many other choices appear. The goal of this section is again to provide a one-stop shop to links to the official policies and procedures regarding a myriad of topics that students and advisors may question. While this cannot be an all-encompassing summary of every policy, it's hoped this can act like a frequently asked questions section of the Bulletin that refers students and advisors to the official and correct information relating to the various topics. Returning to the grading system, let's click on the Grades and Grade Point toggle. The university's grade point system appears, but again there are links at the bottom to the registrar's website, more information, and the official Senate policy, Read Senate Policies, that will contain the official university documentation. If we return to the General Information tab at the top, let's briefly review other choices besides academic information. Using this bulletin gives a very quick summary of the different parts of the bulletin. These modules cover this information in much greater depth. General education refers to all sorts of information about general education for which there is already a separate module from the Office for General Education. About Penn State provides information regarding the makeup of the university, its governance, structure, and mission via the menu on the right. Undergraduate admissions has a brief pitch about attending Penn State, since we know that students who are discovering Penn State may very well find the Bulletin as a resource when they search. This subsection also has a menu with information about admission policies, requirements, and applicants, along with a link to the admissions website. Finally, tuition and financial aid contains a single stop with links to information regarding scholarships, tuition questions, and financial aid. It has links to the Office of Student Aid so that students can access the most accurate information. The General Information section of the Bulletin has links to an enormous amount of information regarding Penn State, including academics, admission and financial aid, among other topics. Search and click through this section to see what's available. Hopefully, there are answers to your questions within these sections, but if you still have questions, please email bulletins@psu.edu.